The war against the cartels has started. So we have American ships in the Pacific that are actually firing on transportation vessels for drug cartels, bringing cocaine into America. So the the drug war, is one thing. We've talked about this for decades, but this is reaching another level. This is going after the actual source, the cartels. So the cartels are basically funding, the New World Order, right? The Democrat Party and some within the Republican Party as well. So that gets taken down. That money source gets taken down, and then we can see things start to move in the right direction. There's a lot of things that are moving very quickly here in America. So ICE going after illegal aliens. The illegal aliens, some places are becoming ghost towns because a lot of these illegal aliens were brought in by the millions, and there were industries, businesses that were set up to, take that money that was being supplied to them from the states, from the federal government, and so forth, taxpayers, and it's being, cut off more and more and more. Those illegal aliens, which would have been part of the war in U.S. Cities, are being deported. Right. So we're still seeing the lawfare against this. In Florida, where they have the Alligator Alley, where they're holding up to 4,000 people, they just had a judge come out and say, you can't do that anymore. You have to stop. You have to like tear everything down. You have to like move it out because it's like going to affect the environment. It's like, what? I thought this Florida turned into California all of a sudden. So, the environmentalists are coming out. You have American Indian population being paid off, obviously, coming out against them. It is quite interesting. So this is going to a higher court, but we have to get these illegal aliens out as fast as possible because they will absolutely be part of the war against us in America. All right. They've already been brought in to basically replace us. That's not going to happen under the Trump administration, and they're being kicked out. All right. So the faster we get rid of them, the better. All of the corporations that have been and businesses have been benefiting from the cheap labor from all of these people that have come in are going to have to start to pay real wages again. Businesses that have been set up to, cater to the illegal alien population are going to fold, and then real businesses created by Americans real businesses created by Americans have been going under since the COVID lie. All right. So that was part of the process to destroy American businesses, come in, set up these other businesses that were going to basically benefit from the illegal alien population, which is, they were planning on replacing the American population that exists right now with their puppets. Right. So this is turning around on them very quickly. And we have to like continue that process. Now, for the 4 years that the Biden administration was in office, it was survival mode for many of us. All right, trying to not get vaccinated, trying to not get suppressed, trying not to be caught up in lawfare against us. Now that is over. All of that is over. Now we take the offensive. Now we start to redistrict all of these states like Texas, redistricting 5 new slots. So there'll be Republican. Now we see California, taking it up. Of course, the Democrats in California, they're basically Democrats are running California. There's very few Republicans, although there's there's more Republicans in California than there are Democrats by far. But through illegal voting, mail-in ballots, and machine voting and so forth, they're able to flip these votes. They're able to flip these votes, and Newsom, 2 recalls would have gone away if there was fair voting in California. There's not. Now they're coming up with they want to redistrict and almost completely all of the Republicans out. So if you take all of the districts across the country that are mainly in Democrat hands, if you took all of the Republicans that are in those districts, it's an unfair amount of Democrat seats vice Republican that are being held in most of the Democrat states, guys. So the Democrat states must go away. They will go away, and they will go away in the next election. All right. So there will be no more mail-in ballots. There will be no more electronic voting, and there will be same-day voting. And you'll have to have an ID. You'll have to be a U.S. citizen, or someone that's been living here, and you have the right credentials. So that's the only way that people are going to be able to vote. And when that happens, the Democrat Party implodes. So I am saying, I said every time there was voting, all the way back to 2016, I said that Trump would win, but it wouldn't be a total landslide. It was close, but because Trump basically got the House, the Senate, and of course the presidency like we have right now. But that got turned around in the next election, 2018. I said that would happen. I said that 2020, it was going to be all the way till the very end. I was like, I don't know. And at the night that Trump was winning, I was like, I didn't believe he was going to win, but here it is. He's winning. He did win, of course, and then they flipped it. We went to bed with Trump winning. We woke up with him losing, and he lost. Right. So we know that vote was compromised. It's being exposed. That's going to be part of the process of taking down the Democrat Party. There's so many different things. Mortgage fraud is being exposed. That's one of their money laundering schemes. Ukraine is being taken down, another one of their money laundering schemes. So the drug trafficking, one of their money laundering schemes, is being taken down. So their ability to do the payoffs, control people with money, and so forth. If we look at the way the Democrats use money, it is the root of all evil for them, right? It's for the love of money, and they use for us. We're mostly in the love vibration. Money comes to us, or the energy comes to us because we're in that love vibration, not because we're corrupted, not because we're evil, not because we love money, all right? Greed. There's none of that for us. All right, it is there for the Democrats. Anyone that's supporting a Democrat at this point, you are part of that process. And this is the way it's got to go, guys. We have to take down this Democrat Party. They tried to enslave us. They tried and still try to kill us, all right? We must push back, and we can do this peacefully, and we're doing it peacefully to take them out of power, but they must be held accountable, and they will be held accountable. They will end up with justice, and they will be taken off the streets. This is the only way this is the only way that we can survive going forward. And President Trump has to have a clear majority, which I believe is going to happen in the 2026 election. All right, so about a year away. All right, so we're getting down to the wire. Come November, things are going to start to kick off. So we have to I'm saying Republicans, and I don't agree with Republicans or Democrats. I think both those parties need to go away completely. It's complete BS. What we're seeing right now with yes, we're going to redistrict and make it more Republican. And then the Democrats are going, we're going to redistrict, make it more Democrat. So do away with all that. It's bullshit. It's bullshit, right? We need to just have people of merit that come up and they present their case. They have, background. They have performed, and then we're like, okay, let's vote for this one. Most people vote for that person. Then they get in there, and they're only there for 4 to 8 years in the max, right? And then we vote somebody else in. If they don't do good in 4 years, they're out. If they do really bad in 2 years, we impeach them. We get them out, all right? So that process has to come. I believe very strongly it's going to come. Now, we keep talking about Trump, doing another 4 years. No. We keep saying that J.D. Vance is going to be the next 4 years. Something else is going to be there. Something else is coming. That's my thoughts. That's what I see. All right. I don't know what it is. We have to decide what that is, but we are going to. All right. This political bullshit's got to go away. All right. But in the meantime, we have to deal with what we have, and we can make this thing work for us. This decrepit old Model T car that's still rolling down the road somehow. We can get some people like myself and some other people push it. One of you nice ladies can, drive it, and we'll just keep this going, and then we'll get across the finish line, and we'll find something else. We'll get the Ferraris, we'll get the Lamborghinis, and we'll just take off. All right. So that's what the future is for us. All right. And screw the Ferraris and Lamborghinis. Let's get some kind of hovercraft and just blast off. Right. So that's the things we're going to be talking about. All right. So Trump's war on cartels just broke Mexico. 26 leaders expelled from Sinaloa and CJNG command. So we got 26 of these cartel members to the United States in a high-stakes deal with the Trump administration. The move, which included figures from the Sinaloa cartel CJNG and Knights Templar, was celebrated as a win against organized cabal, the cabal, right? And also raised questions about political pressure, trade threats, and Mexico's sovereignty. So we're definitely moving in the right direction. So we have, Mexico kind of like on the down low is also helping us in this war against the cartel. But Claudia Sheinbaum is not going to come right out and say that she's helping us. She will be dead. She'll be dead within hours. Right. So she's saying Mexican president rejects U.S. praise, claims no unprecedented cooperation with DEA. Okay, all right. So she once again has sparked controversy by denying praise from U.S. officials who had complimented her country's increased efforts to fight cartels. Sheinbaum said that is not true. And who knows, maybe it is not for her, but there are other factions that are helping us. Who knows? All right. It's a fractured country, and we'll see, how this is going to go going forward. But it's shaky ground for the leadership in Mexico, because these cartels will be destroyed. All right, and they are being destroyed. So the Mexican politician, so Sheinbaum dismissed the claim, saying she said that there is some collaboration. Just like there has been in the past, but it is nothing new. She claimed that some U.S. agents do work in Mexico, but they must go through her country's foreign relations ministry. This is all talk, guys. This is all talk. So she has to say this. Mexico is a country that is free, independent, and sovereign. Okay. All right. So we know the cartels are very strong down there. I've been down to Mexico. Mexico is absolutely beautiful. I love the Mexican people. I love the Hispanics here in America. I love their culture, love their style. Absolutely incredible. But we have to get rid of the cartels, and I don't think there's anyone that discounts that or argues that. But because we've had a political leadership that has been in bed with them, and that has been lusting, greeding for the power that comes from the money that comes from these cartels, they have not allowed the destruction of the cartels, obviously. There's been, some here and there. That's just a show. But going forward, under the Trump administration, there will be a complete and utter destruction of the cartels, not only in Mexico, but also, and more importantly, here in America. The cartels will be eliminated. And the cartels are very strong here in America, and there will be war here in America. All right, we've talked about that multiple times. It is very frustrating to see all these political jackasses that are allowing these people to continue. They fight. They put up judicial people that are paid, and I think they're going to be exposed, and they're going to jail as well. But it's a process. So they expose themselves, like the person that's exposed themselves to fight the Alligator Alley. That person is probably going to go to jail themselves, and then all of the other judges that are going to stand up, they're going to jail as well, right? Now, how is that going to happen, Mike? How is that going to happen in the current situation? It will not be a current situation as we know it. It will be a military controlled country. That's what we're moving towards, guys, because we have to do that, right? So if